All right, this is a 6.5 Grendel with 123 grain. I believe they're Hornady FMJ, and this is a 1.25 to 4 VXR patrol scope. Let's see if I can hit anything at 300 yards without too much adjustment from point of aim, point of impact at 100, zeroed at 100. All right, here we go, going live. All right, I'm just gonna hold dead center. Impact. Miss to the left. Oh, I was out of rounds. Let's load her up and try it again. All right, so the last shot we took impacted low, so I'm gonna aim head of the popper out there. See where we are. Impact. 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 I'm gonna aim at the small target. Impact. Impact. Well, I went 5 for 5 with my 123 grain target loads with just a minimal hold. With my original dead center hold, I was hitting maybe 4 inches low of my zero at 300. That's 308 yards exactly. I'm going to load up my 129 grain soft points and see if I have to make more of an adjustment to get the same amount of impacts, but I'm pretty happy with that. All right, these are 129 grainers. They're SP Interlocks Hornadys. I got running 24.9 grains of accurate 2200 if you care, and my accuracy node was hitting at 0.47 MOA, so this seems to be a fairly tight target load or tight hunting round with a decent BC. My concern was that I was going to have to get a new scope to get some drops, you know, like a Tremor 3 style. But I mean, this simple duplex reticle with a red dot in it seems to be doing all right. I mean, I'm out to 300 yards. I'm pretty confident with that. Let's see how this load goes or how this target goes, but I'm assuming there's not going to be too much variation. If I'm incorrect, we'll see it together. All right. All right, here we go, going live. I'm just gonna hold head again and see where that goes. Impact. I think I missed high. Might have pulled it. Impact. I'm gonna aim at the small target. I think I pulled that one. Impact. Yeah, not too much adjustment at all. The point of impact is between the two cartridges, between 123 grain and 129 grain. The point of impact is nearly identical, except one's a target load and one's a hunting round, and their feet per second variation is you know, less than 100 feet per second. Pretty similar. All right, we're gonna go live and take a shot at 370, and then if I think things are going well, I'll take a shot at 458 by my measure. Now, all of this is in preparation for an upcoming bear hunt I'm supposed to go to in Montana in June. So if I can get squared away now and not have to worry about my equipment, then I can just focus on rucking, hiking, and all the other more important aspects of the hunt. All right, we're recording on both cameras. Now, this is a 4X max, so I'm aiming at a fairly small target, but I'm hoping that the accuracy of this round will carry me through. If not, my ethical distance, at least for now, with the holds that I'm familiar with, is about 320 yards, give or take. That's a miss. I'm gonna hold a little higher because smaller target, further distance. Yeah, all misses, so I'm gonna have to recheck my hold or my point of impact relative to these further distances, and then see if I can rectify it and increase my confidence interval that I can take an ethical shot at 350 and beyond. Because 325 and in, I mean, as you heard, I was nailing. So my assumption, and I'll confirm because I have the distance to do it, is that anything with 300 and in is going to be relatively point and shoot. But as I start extending those distances with this cartridge and this rifle and this optic, my confidence interval to just get behind the rifle and hold goes drastically down. So I was missing low, even with a much higher hold, elevation hold. So I'm gonna hold higher, and we'll see if I can get an impact. Going live. Okay, that was much better hold. My windage was off. I'm gonna hold high and slightly left. Okay, held too far left. Gonna hold high and didn't get that one. Oh, high over shoulder. So close. Oh, I'm missing close. But the wind now is playing a little bit more of a factor. All right, I'm getting mirage. My barrel's heating up. My accuracy's going down. Obviously, I'm not going to be taking this many shots at game, but I just want to see how consistent this is and if I can get an impact. All right, the wind calmed down. Impact. That was dead hold over center. Mirage is playing a big role now. Let me try for 450. I got one impact, so I'm gonna review the video, but for now I'll just say my ethical distance is about 300 yards, 320 yards, give or take. All right, so my respective holds for 370 is right around 2.7 and 450 at around 4.1. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm estimating my hold based on a duplex reticle. So it's a bit of a guessing game, but not too badly once you get used to holdovers with Christmas tree style reticles. Well, I was about to go 5 for 5, but I think I'm incrementally increasing my ethical distance based on no wind and a very careful observation of my holds. So in order for me to really trust my ethical hunting distance, I think I would go with a reticle with more information that verifies and confirms my holds. If you know anything about hunting, sometimes you get a little bit adrenalized and your hands start shaking, and there's nothing you can do about it other than gain experience, gain confidence, recognize the ethical distance, have a meaningful laser rangefinder that you can trust, and compare it against your dope, your data on previous engagements, and test it and verify it and try it in different conditions, because temperature affects the powder in your cartridges, and so be aware of all of these things, and in aggregate you'll become a more ethical hunter and a more efficient and effective target shooter. So I'm gonna do some more shooting, but I'm gonna sign off and leave you with that and let you contemplate that as the season begins.